Okay, today I'm making Italian garlic herb bread from scratch. And what we're going to start off with is, and we're making it in my bread maker, and we're going to start off with 1 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and right here I have 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. We're going to put that in the bread maker. And we're going to let that foam up for 10 minutes. Now, you can get the individual packets of yeast at the store. You can get it in the flour aisle. The yeast comes in packets, and those packets equal 2 teaspoons and 1/4 of teaspoon. I get it in a big bag because it's less expensive that way. And I store it in a container and I keep it in the fridge because a lot of these things that say bread yeast, bread flour, that's just name brand. It's all just flour and yeast. So we're going to let that foam up for 10 minutes and I'll get back. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Our yeast is foaming up, which is what we want. If it doesn't foam up, you want to get rid of it. It's dead yeast and you need to get new yeast. Also, these directions are the complete opposite of what the bread machine maker instructions tell you. So just want to let you know that. But this is the way to get the best fluffy bread. If you don't use this and you use the bread maker recipes, they come out like bricks, your bread. So we're going to continue making our bread. What we're going to do next is we're going to pour in 1/4 a cup of olive oil. You need to use vegetable oil or olive oil, not canola oil, because I heard bad things happen. Haven't tried it myself. So then we're going to add 3 cups of flour. Just dump it in. 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. And 3 cloves of garlic. The garlic always sticks in the cup, and I have nobody to film for me, so hold on just a second. Okay, there's all your ingredients. And we're going to go put this in the bread machine maker. It snaps in there really easy. Okay? Okay, I have my bread machine plugged in. Now, we have different settings. It's on setting 1 right now. And I can push start. And that'll completely knead, rise, and bake my bread. But I like to do it different. I like to put it on setting 8. And I just like to do the dough. But you can leave it on basic 1, white bread, push that, and it'll do the whole process for you. But like I said, I like to put mine on the dough setting, number 8, push start, and it's an hour and a half and that'll be done. And I'll give you the next step. Okay, while we're waiting for our dough, I'm using a brush with some olive oil, and I'm just gonna brush my pan real nice. Just make sure I coat it really good. So it doesn't stick. And now we'll just keep waiting for our dough to get done. Okay, my dough is done. I'm going to take it out. And I'm going to put it in my bread pan. Can I do it one-handed is the question. Okay, I have my bread dough in my bread pan. Just try to even it out a little bit. Now I'm going to set a warm rag over it, and I'm going to let it sit to rise. Okay, I've let my bread rise a little bit. There it is. I'm going to cut a little slit in the top. Like that. Preheat my oven to 375. 375. Now I'm going to spread a little bit of oil on top of my bread. Just coat it a little bit. Okay. And as soon as my oven goes off, I'm going to stick it in at 375 for 35 minutes. Okay. So there you go. Well, it gets up to temp. And then we'll see what the nice baked bread looks like. Okay, here are my breads. I did a traditional loaf. You saw me do that in the pan. And then I decided to do a second loaf, which I did in the bread maker. You would not believe how good my house smells right now. I'm going to cut these two in half so you can see what they look like on the inside. So hold on a second. Here goes my traditional looking bread. Mmm, yummy. You can just see the steam coming up. I don't know if you guys can catch it, the steam's just coming right out of there. Alright, and here's the bread maker loaf. Alright, second. Pull that apart there so you can just see it. See how soft that is? It's awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Delicious. So excited. Italian herb garlic bread. Done.